All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, we're going to head to the east. Give our praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. We give double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, who well, teach us the truth, want to forget the killing. We give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua listening and studying to start out chapter food. All right, today we're going to come out here not only to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, but during this downfall period, we're gonna we're gonna go through some things which pretty much around Jacob's trouble, and we're gonna talk about how we're gonna endure until the time we gotta endure until Yahweh Shai get back and deliver us out of this thing, man. Okay, because we can't waver, in the time when that person get back to hit us whenever we lose, all of our precious things, all of the material things that we gain here in America and get Babylon the Great, man. So the whole point is we got to endure, all right, and lean on Yahweh about Yahweh Shai, man. All right. We got to put it up.
So this we're gonna start out with Psalm 27 and 14. It says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord."
See, that preacher right there said, "Wait ye upon the Lord, and He will strengthen thy heart." Okay, and so there's another preacher that lines up perfectly with that. And it said, "To all things through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, we can do all things through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man." Okay, and that's pretty much the point. Is Yahweh Shai is gonna be the one that's gonna strengthen us when we're going through those trials and temptations that he thought he was so-called white man gonna put on us. Okay.
Yeah, I got one. This Hebrews 3 and 6. For Yahweh Shai as the son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm until the end.
Right. It said, "Who? Can you read that again?"
Sorry, I'm sorry. It says Hebrews 3 and 6. But Yahweh Shai as the son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm until the end.
Right. And it said, "Whose house are we if we hold fast?" Right. And the hope firm, and pretty much that house are we is pretty much the house of David. Okay, and that's pretty much the house that we need to be in order for us to be saved by our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Okay.
Hey, the house that we talk about is basically the house of David.
Right.
It's the elect. In a sense, it is, the way I take this, he's telling us to hold fast, and have confidence and rejoice that all of the things that we learn in these scriptures is going to come true in us. Right. It gives us strength. It enhances our faith.
It goes perfectly with the precept pages read, because it says, "It was going to strengthen your heart, which goes into your mind." Right. And when you strengthen your mind, hey, shit, ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nobody gonna talk you out of it. That's why the scripture says, "Don't let no man take thy crown." Hey, if your mind is strong, hey, ain't nobody gonna sway you out of the truth, shake you out of it. Continue steadfast, rooted and grounded, take whatever you need to take, and hopefully make it on the chair.
Even in the face of death. Okay, so that's ultimately what we're gonna be facing. That's what the temptation is gonna represent. A lot of us gonna be looking at the doorstep of death. Okay, you can't be afraid because regardless of what happens, you have to believe and hold fast to that Yahweh God is gonna deliver you out of that.
Hey, this is the breakdown that it gives for that scripture. It says endurance is one sign that our faith is real and growing. It reveals that we have set our hearts on Yahweh Shai rather than the world's fleeting pleasures and false promises.
That's why we hasten to come on our Lord Yahweh Shai, because of the fact is that we have to know whether our faith is firm. Okay, so when we go through those trials and tribulations, that give us a more faith. They're going to increase our faith. When we going through, when somebody points their gun at us and we realize we no longer afraid, that lets you know that the Lord is also dealing with you, and that lets you know that your faith is basically strong. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, no matter what happens, hey, y'all about to y'all got me, man.
Like the scripture said, I open up with it said, "Be of good courage." That's what you're saying. That means not scared
Lord pretty much prepared us for what's about to come. He told us persecution is coming. He told us to move to Esau, he's going to make. He told us about taking trouble. When these come, it should increase your faith, not make you waver, get scared, like, oh man, I got to do what Esau tell me to do. No, the Lord already told us how we're going to beat this stuff. Like I said earlier, that's what he said, make sure no man take thy crown. If your mind is strong, they say what? Mind over body, your body's going to follow that too. So if you get your mind on point, it's going to get your spirit on point. Get your body on point. That's why your mind is like the window to your soul. That's why he said, give me any flag with the flag of the mind or the flag of the horse. He said, with the flag of your mind. When your mind is gone, everybody their mind is gone, hey, they pretty much through. Because I mean, ain't no point in getting to them. When they say what they call it a mental health issue, you don't want that. If somebody got mental health issues, they mind is not strong enough to get in this truth. First, your mind got to be strong enough. They gotta like cancel out all the BS and all the demons that's in Babylon the Great. And then once you got the truth, then you gotta have the patience and the endurance to endure all the stuff you're gonna go through. You're gonna go through tribulation. You're gonna go through, persecution. It's gonna happen. Like what the trick say, you make yourself afraid, you seek to be righteous. So they're coming for it. Because what it does, it makes you, it lights up your candle. You become a light in darkness. And if anybody know like bugs, like everybody sees light in darkness. It's gonna make you attractive. And they're gonna try to cling to you. So at that point, you got to trust in the Lord to protect you, because the devil will try to blow your candle out. That's the whole point. Demons don't like the light, and they're attracted to the light. Like you're very visible once you get lit up with this righteousness for the Lord. You're going to dedicate your life to the Lord. You're going to be very, very. It's like a spotlight. So Esau like, I got to put that light out, because that shows a marker of his kingdom being destroyed. Because it shows the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The devil, he wants to prove that he's all powerful. He's supreme. But you can't do that when the Lord got believers out there. You can't dictate that. And plus, it makes Esau feel bad because he's visible. He's tangible. Yahushua is not. So Esau looking like, how the hell do you believe in something that's not even here and I'm here? It's kind of like a chick. You know what I'm saying? A chick, like she wants somebody to kiss her butt. But then you look at a picture and you all love this picture. Like, how can you go far and I'm here? So I guess it's an ego thing. Esau, his ego is bruised. Like, how you gonna worship somebody else? And I done gave you food stamps. I done gave you a job. I keep my police force off with you. Like what's that dude? What's that? Donald Sterling on the Clippers. He talk like, I give them houses. I do this for them. Like they got that master mentality. So we don't look at Esau as our master. We don't give a damn about Donald Trump. No Edomite, man. We go to Yahushua as our master. He feels disrespected about that. So what he does, he puts hell on you, basically like a torture, like a spiritual torture, to make you renege and renounce who you are and renounce Yahushua.
And that's another thing. The other thing is that we don't fear these devils as well too. That's and I was gonna bring this out too. Matthew chapter 10. Yeah, we fear the Lord, all right? But it's Matthew 10 and 28. And it says, fear not them which kill the body. Okay, and that's what pretty much Esau Edom, the so-called white man, have. He has the power to kill the body. He's pretty much actually black. He has the power to create, weapons. All right. And it says, but are not able to kill the soul. All right. So Esau Edom does not have any power over the soul. Okay. But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Okay. And they see the whole point is fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, once you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, then you'll start to understand your faith will increase. You'll start to understand that these devils can't do nothing to me compared to what our Lord and Savior do. All right? His power is all power. Okay? Matter of fact, our power is the one to give you the power to do what you're doing now. Okay? That's the whole point. That's how faith and endurance you gotta have. That's the mindset you gotta have there, Jake.
I got one to go perfect what we just said right there, man. Right in place. This is Matthew 10 and 22. Ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. That's an example. Lord has let us know right there that we should be hated of all men for what? For the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I know the two-thirds don't like to hear that. The heathens don't like to hear that. Esau, Edom, so-called white man, don't like to hear that. But it says he that endures to the end.
It means always to the end. So that means when they bring out the concentration camps, when they start bringing out the MOTB, you know, start bringing out all these little, you know, the end time prophecies, you got to endure to the end. You can't wait. Oh, you get thrown in the concentration camp, he's on pressure, you take the MOTB, and they think you're going to get on the chariot. No, man. That means you didn't endure to the end. And to the end means this devil got a gun in your face. And he's threatening to pull that trigger if you don't renounce Yahweh shots. Your faith got to be so strong, you tell that devil go ahead and pull it. And we're going to see what happens. That's enduring to the end. If he doesn't get the point, they're going to say, open your mouth. They're going to put an M16 in it. Kind of like they did that. They showed that in the movie, man. That's why I like that movie. That movie Civil War, they showed that, man. That devil, caught them and lined them up. And they had to give a name of a state. Wasn't it a state? If they said the wrong thing, it was wow. You know, he was moving down the line, too. And that's the perfect thing. I think they popped the Moabite because he said the wrong thing. And though he went to them, and they was all scared and nervous, and, you know, trying not to give out the wrong answer. And we're going to all be in that situation. Like Esau going to have us somewhere with the military, ICE been militarized. They're going to line us up, and they're going to question you, man. They're going to question you. They want to see how much of an American you are. You know, Esau all about America, Constitution. These devils going to fight for that, man. That's why it is going to be a civil war. That's going to happen. And in the midst of that, Esau is going to try to take out as many Israelites as he can. You know, and the big thing they're going to do is they're going to try to renounce religion. Because Esau really don't believe in religion. If he does, it's satanic. You know, they got that do as thy will spirit. So they're going to line people up based on that. If you say, I say Esau might knock you off, you say Jesus. Like what's that? Santa Claus got knocked off like that for saying that. Yeah, then Esau blind, you know. So it's gonna get to that point, man. We got to stay strong and watch for that miracle. If you want to hope elect, the Lord will make that gun change. The Lord will send out a chariot. Hey, you might tell them like how right at that point, you know. All right, you might shoot your car wake up, they might bounce on like bouquets, you know. Or you might, your credible hope that stuff. You might get like that. You rip that lion up. Hey, when that bullet pounce off, you know, you call the name before that bullet pounce off. Hey, it's gonna be gang time after that. You gonna get a rip your shirt off. Hey, it's gonna be gorilla time. You know, and that's the Lord's name will get magnified. You be hollering that out. You know, as we running through this stuff. So you got to give the Lord time to cook, work miracles. You can't work no miracles. You give it up all easy. You know, you all okay. You know, you blowing snot boogers. You know, stand strong like a soldier. Lord gonna let Esau have his way with you, man. You know good. You ain't moving. That soldier. James 1:4. It says, let steadfast is at his full effect, that he may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Ooh, that's perfect right there, man. You hear that? And the steadfast be complete. And they go to what I just said, to be complete, man. You gotta face death and say no. That's when it's complete. You gotta tell that MOTB. You gotta say no to the MOTB, because MOTB is the trial of us, and that's the mark of the beast. Like everybody's gonna be offered that. And your point, you gotta say no to it to be proven. So I like that precept. That was right on time. Your steadfast got to be complete. Hey, you got to finish. And the finish, you got to say no to all of that. You got a lot of, I mean, you said you had a dream of Israelites, great vessel, man. People took the MOTB. There's going to be a hell of a temptation. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your car. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your family. Yeah, you ain't getting no food. That's a hell of a temptation everybody got to say no to. And if you ain't prepped for it, I don't see you saying no to that. Because it's going to be such a scary thing if you ain't prepped for it. Then they say if you even prep for it, you still got to go through with the act. You still got to say no to it. Because it's going to be a heavy thing. This devil's going to probably have guns on you. You know, probably be an alligator. That might feed you to a gator. Alligator Alcatraz. It's like, hey, anybody that refuse to mark, they be tossed in the gator pit. And you might get tossed in there just like Daniel. And what you got to do, you got to hold that ground. You got to hold the name of God by your shop. And guess what? You make the gators not even eat you. You'll close their mouth like you did the lion. And that's they going to get frustrated. Like, what the hell? Why are the gators not eating this dude? And hey, just like the three holy children. They got put in that furnace. They didn't give it up like that. They went and walked in there proudly, like, okay, I ain't bowing down to you. You know, was it Nebuchadnezzar? They're like, we ain't bowing down to the king of Babylon. This is James 1:1. It says, count it all joy, my brother, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness.
Testing of your faith, which it actually now lines up perfectly. But you know, when you actually read Zechariah 13 and 8, because he said, I will bring the third part through the fire. Okay, and that's exactly what that testing of your faith is to represent that fire that Yahweh Shai is gonna put on it. Okay, he basically gonna test you as if he's testing, you know, putting metal, precious metal through the fire. Right? He's trying to see which one of these is my precious metal. You know, and matter of fact, how about you guys not compared us to precious metal? Okay, and that's how he's going to test you through the fire, through adversity. You know, as the scripture says in Sirach chapter 2 and 5. Okay, so he said, for gold is tried in the fire, and the acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Okay, and that's what that fire represents, man.
I got one to back this up. You're on the same line. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 4. It says, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh, for your patience and faith and all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endured. The Lord right there wants to endure the persecutions and tribulations. That's what we put in front of our faces, man. And then, like I said, that's to prove us. That's to try us. And that fire of adversity, it's gonna come strong. This devil, he gonna come with great wrath. He mad. America is out of there. It's through. This devil lost his kingdom. Why? Because of the Israelites, because of us. So he's gonna take out that frustration, he's gonna take out that rage out on us. And hey, if you're not part of the whole collect, you don't receive that tender mercy. Hey man, you don't want that smoke with the Lord, man. So we know really that he's bringing that to test us, to see if we really proven we really that. Right now, we talking the talk. The Lord wants to see if we're gonna walk the walk. And the only way to walk the walk, you gotta be put in that situation, man. He's probably gonna kick our door in, snatch us up. He's gonna pull out the YouTube, like I heard you talking that. How about y'all shop stuff right there? You know, probably have his hand cupped to a table, probably picking off fingernails, waterboarding. You know, they got all kinds of little torture techniques. Probably banging your hand with a hammer. And you're like, hey man, we're gonna give you one little chance. We'll let you go. But you gotta renounce your faith. You know, renounce it. How about y'all shot? He said, if you renounce me in front of men, hey, my spirit ain't with you.
He said, if you deny me in front of men, I will deny you in front of my Father.
And we don't want that. You don't want that, man. You got to sit there, hey, bite down, take the pain, or whatever you get, and let the Lord cook, man. Let the Lord work. For the whole elect, hey, he gonna show himself.
I'm going down to 12. This is James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trials, for when he has stood the test, he will receive a crown of life, which Yahweh has promised to those who love him.
Ooh, there you go. That's what we want. We want that crown of life. With that crown of life comes the kingdom, becomes spiritual power. Like, the Lord is getting ready to flex on Esau, man. He just wanted to make sure his men proven. Are you worthy of the kingdom of heaven? And to be worthy of the kingdom of heaven, you got to lay your life for this truth. Because what did Yahweh Shai do? He laid his life down for this truth. So he looking like, is you going to be able to do what I do? You got to prove yourself to be a good shepherd. You know, because he about to give us a whole people up under us. Like, he going to make us kings. So you got to be worthy of rulership, man. You got to prove yourself for that. The Lord ain't about to hand out no prizes to anybody, man. This ain't no, eat a Cracker Jack box and get a prize. No, man. You got to be tested, proven. Right now, we in training. You get these scriptures, eating on this word, you in training. You know, when the war starts, and you got to prove that you're really that.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. And it said, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Endure hardness as a good soldier. Like I said earlier, they're going to torturing. You know, Esau going to torture us. I mean, they did that to the prophets. Why do you expect you to be any different? You know, the Lord said that he's going to make a miraculous salvation and deliverance this time. It's going to be spectacular. And why it's going to be spectacular is because Esau and the world don't see it coming. The only one see it is us. So when Esau, like it said in the scriptures, man, if a woman is getting ravished, she's supposed to holler out. And that's to get saved. Somebody hear her getting ravished, now they hear it, they can, beat up the attacker. And that's going to be us, man. When Esau jumping us harshly, right now everything is still kind of peaceful. You're going to get you a McDouble, McDonald's, but when war break out, civil war break out, the devil he's going to jump on us harshly. It's already happening to the northern tribe, Issachar. They feeling it already. ISIS is jumping on them. So we got to do what Ice jump on us, man. And we got to hold strong so we get that crown that we can reverse the tides in the battle. First, we got to be proof.
Verse 4. And it says, no man that war entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
The Lord chose us, man. We get the opportunity to be part of, being one of the kings of under Yahushua, man. He's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. So right now, we got the opportunity to be that, man. 144,000 saints. All of us in this truth got the opportunity to be that, as far as the men. And all we got to do is got to pass the test. And we know the test is coming. The Lord, he gave us the answer. It's an open book test. So we know it's coming. Ain't nothing like we ain't going to do like, oh, why can't they doing that? Oh, why they doing that? Now, man, we already know what they're going to do. It's like, Esau show up, we've been waiting on you, man. So what you going to do? What's this? Oh, are you doing that? Okay. I'm still, praise the Lord. I'm still going to holler out the Lord's name. Holler out, like so the scriptures, like that woman getting ravished, holler out. And the Lord, hey, matter of fact, like the priest said, the Lord said, I will hear them. These are my people, and I will save them. And he got the Lord's name, strong tower, Proverbs 18 and 10. So that's why he kept saying, that's why their name is important, man. That's why IUIC, hey, he's out of here, man. No Jake don't have what they need in order to beat Esau Edom. He got them out there naked. They ain't got the armor of the Lord on them. They're going to be able to holler Jesus, and the Lord, he's a jealous God. You don't call me the wrong name, think I'm about to save you. Heck, nah, you need to know my name. If my prophet told you the real name, you need to do proper research to get the real name, because you was all blinded by the money that they got and the followers he got. I know there's a lot of Jakes, man, they want this thing like, they need numbers to get in, because they show they're really worldly. The Lord said he working with a remnant, he working with the few. We serious over here. You got IUIC, they want to be, they think it's sexy in numbers. Now, I know the Lord can shoot right through that like a hot knife through butter. The Lord don't need numbers, man. He needs faith.
Perfect example is perfect example is Samson. He gave Samson some spiritual power, and he was able to take Samson and he built he built Samson, he basically built Samson up, and he was basically just took down the whole army for the Palestine, right? And that's how it is when it came to the Lord, Yahweh. But I also got that precept where you got
Well, I want to stay on your point though, because he used Samson, the scripture took out thousands of men. Right. That's why he don't need numbers. He chose one person. Made him what's it, a Nazarite?
Yep.
I want to say from the tribe of Dan. And then if you think about it too, Joshua, the incredible Hulk of Hercules is based off Samson. They showed us spiritual, that's the example of spiritual power. Couldn't nobody deal with Samson. And then you gotta look at what took Samson down. It wasn't no might, it was a woman. God in his earth. That's how he lost. That's why the Lord said, don't give your spirit to a woman. Samson didn't abide by that scripture, and it did him bad. But other than that, they couldn't mess with him. He ran through thousands of them. That's why they had to get clever. Like, hey, man, put the hole in this dude. Get a harlot. Hey, we can't. He took out a jawbone of an ass. Hey, damn, a jawbone. Hey, running through the Philistines, them Hamites.
And then he was carrying a bunch of Philistines. There's a script story where he was carrying like over 1,000 of them on top of them, something like that, just throwing them all over the place. Like, hey, that's the spiritual power. And there's another example with King David, where he said the people among you shall be like King David. And we understand how King David was basically slaying 10,000. So imagine the reaches of us, the Ark of God just read that precept, where it said, the Lord, if you wait upon the Lord, he will strengthen thy heart. Okay, that lines up perfectly with him strengthening your heart. They're going to make your heart like King David, how fierce King David was. And there's going to be a lot of men that's going to be like King David, and there's time to come too.
Yeah, look, that's the floor.
Right.
The floor going to be able to wipe up 10,000. That's the floor. Think about the top. That's how you know Esau is cooked. Straight up. So what we got to do is trust in the Lord, believe in that power, and hey, wait for it to kick in with us. That's what your faith should be. It should be your belief, man. And I like how the scriptures, it shows you that when you read like Samson, you read the feats of King David, Moses, all of that, man, it shows you that you got to hold strong, man. And King David was able to do that because he had faith out of this world, man.
Hey, I got a point, man. To show you how strong we're gonna be. Like everybody knows, within the last couple of months, there's been this debate. 100 men can whoop a gorilla. Samson whooped 1,000 people. That makes him more than 10,000. Means 10 times stronger than the animal that we sit here contemplating about. It 100 men can whoop. He whooping them no problem.
He ripped the lion of the pieces, man. The lion give a gorilla, some problems.
Yeah.
And he ripped the lion to pieces like it was nothing. He said he rented it too. And they threw like a beehive in that sucker, something like that. So it shows you the strength that we're working with. And it's coming to the Israelite men. Like you looking right now on the YouTube. We just got to do our part and hang strong. We can't be blowing snout boogers. We start coming with that sword, man. That's not man. It's not royalty. It's not the Lord like he ain't no warrior. Because what it say in the scriptures? It say Yahushua is a man of war. So if you're a man of war, so are we. So we got that warrior mentality. Like, oh yeah, devil, I know what you're gonna do. And then holler out that name. I know the demons don't like that name, Yahushua. They don't like that. It does something to them. It hurts, it's like acid to them. So them names are gonna be very important when the devil's trying to jump on us, Joshua. I always remember that name. That's why I be reminding my children. I always come to them like, hey, what's the Lord's name? Like I always give them a refresher.
I do that.
Yeah, I tell like, hey, who the bad guys? What they gonna do? You gonna take the MOTB? Every now and then I give them a refresher. That way they know what's going on. They're not gonna be sitting there like, oh man, they doing this, doing that. They're gonna have an idea. We pray, so the way the Lord prep us, I prep my children too. That way when Jacob trouble comes, they're not like, oh, I can't believe it. They're gonna know exactly who it is. I'm turning on TV, showing ICE military like this bad guy's gonna be dressed like. That's what they're gonna look like right there. They're gonna kick the door in, they're gonna take you from me and your mother. That's what they're gonna do. So I got my children know what's going on. They already know the deal. And I told them, hey, when y'all get put up wherever y'all at, y'all get separated, holler on the name of the Lord constantly. And as men, that's what we got to do. The devil, he gonna come hard, man. They say he come down with great wrath, not little wrath, not kind of wrath, great wrath, man. The devil gonna be foaming at the mouth to unalive the children of Israel, man. God, he gonna be just angry, man. They already mad now because Trump failing them. Trump is failing. The country is failing. I can see they already at work. My job, getting plans together to come against us. They hot. They're like, I can't believe it, man. Like, to them, AI. I stressed out the lesson. AI is teaching these heathens and everybody about what's going on with Yahushua. So they get the idea. They know it. So I'm looking at other nations here. Esau here, he used ChatGPT probably the most. So he heard. So imagine how he feels when the computer tells him, like, yeah, man, the black man is the closest to God. Yeah, so he got to hear that from his own machine that his people created. And he probably up there having a hissy fit, man. They probably eating them up alive inside. Like, oh, man. And then you got Edomite women. I'm seeing a whole bunch on YouTube. Yeah, I want the black man. The black man is the best. The black man is. I might do a lesson on that. Yeah.
Very, very loving.
I was at work that Thursday. Edomite man was first with me. I'm like, that's what get about my face again. So I can see it happen. He's like, hey, you so man. He said it in a purple way. I'm like, dang, your man must not be a man. You want some manhood. I came and told them, like, y'all sit together. This is fucked up. They using AI to dictate the job and where we go now. I'm looking like y'all dumb. They got to fire y'all in a minute. I'm like, we don't need it because AI be messing up, man. They be having us over there, or the wrong thing. And I told him, hey, man, turn that AI off. Do my job the way it's supposed to be. He was like, you just so demanding. Hey, you so demanding. I'm telling him, man, do this, do that. No, you thought I was the manager, man. I can't dictate it to them. Like, this is what y'all going off with, man. Do this, do that. Take it off of that. She got turned off. I had to walk off. And I know they're not getting that at home, man. They men are not like that. They simp. You probably manage to simp. Yeah. They wife tell them what to do. I know the white woman, she wanna be ravaged and controlled. Yeah, at that point. So they're leaving. So that leads to their wrath. And so, hey, and look, hey, a simp man, a simp jealous man, hey, that's a strong y'all probably don't know. You know, dude all man, especially Esau, it's my wife. That's my wife. She with a Jake. But they used to lynch Jake for that. Remember that all the time?
Yeah,
That was like automatic. Like you
even
whistle at a so-called white woman. They lynch you going to work.
even if they had even if some white woman had a baby, they hung up, cut the baby out. If she had a baby by
I think Black Wall Street burnt because of that.
Yep.
They say he looked at a so-called white woman. So that's think about that rage and jealousy, y'all. So that's coming. They say a lot of Edomite men are incels. I had to look that word. What the hell is an incel? That's a dude that ain't getting none.
Right.
You know, he got to get it on point and jack off. You think they happy about that? No, they ain't happy about that. They like red pill failed me.
You know,
They like a red pill stuff. That shit don't work. You got to be in. The real red pill is the word.
That was the statistic that came out that said that all of the OnlyFans models get paid by the so-called white men. They're the biggest customer.
Yeah, they get about to pay for something you can't touch. Right. Like even the Pookie Ray don't do that. They somewhere looking to pay $40.
Pookie Ray already got like 3 different baby mamas.
Exactly. You got to eat white woman, all that. Yeah, they stuck. That's the Edomite stuff. And they pay for OnlyFans. That's so stupid. That's virtual strip club. Because the OnlyFans ain't nothing but a virtual reality strip club. And they pay for that. And they ain't getting the job done. I heard they gonna shut OnlyFans down. They might shut down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They gonna make it AI.
See, that shut down. They
replaced by AI.
No, they gonna make sound like they have the AI
girlfriend.
They gonna just have AI just make it a little sex instead of actually having real women.
Actually, part two.
Yeah, basically part two.
Hey, people make you so happy. That leads to that rage. They feel like I done lost my woman all the way. I done lost my country. And I done lost all that to a nigger, a stick, and a savage. Hell no. Get the damn shotgun, Boom Howard. We're going nigger hunting. That's what Esau gonna do. Especially Donald Trump getting the declaration. Donald Trump like, hey man, wipe out all minorities. They're gonna do it. They stormed the Capitol for him. And I believe he might get the point he do that. When they get the Epstein list on him, and he about to go down, and he might tell them, man, hey, y'all act the fool. That might start to support right there and there. So he can get away. Yeah, he about to go down. He just get the order out. They trying to take me to jail. Y'all act the fool. They ain't letting that Epstein go. I know he under straight pressure like I seen no other.
Hey, that's what January 6th is all about. Trump seen that he was getting kicked out of office. He was like, throw the wolf.
Yeah, they gonna do it again. They might get him like, hey man, you on that list, so you know, mess with underage girls, you going to jail. You a PDF file. PDF file, that's what you are.
If you're going, head of FBI was one of his victims. 14, they had a picture of her and everything.
Yeah, it's going bad for dude. And Trump doing bad, they're doing bad. So it's gonna lead to that rise. You talking about? We gotta endure that. Like you're gonna see your family member getting locked down. You're gonna see people that said that's what dead body the street gonna be, man. They gonna lay down. They gonna be like Mad Men sparing none. But they're gonna do like what they did in the military in Iraq and stuff. They're gonna do it over on American soil. They're gonna kick those, yank you out. If you don't say the right thing, pew your butt. Make like I do. They're gonna do that to make an example. They're gonna want to scare, like they're gonna show that probably on the TikTok and stuff when it first hit. And show an example, like you don't get down to get down. You take the MOTB, and we're gonna run right through you. They're gonna be doing that in concentration camps, torturing, lynching, guillotine. They got incendiaries, fugitive. They're gonna be doing that. Like, look, see what happened to him. All right, your turn. Take this device, put it in your body. Which one you want, head or your hand? It's probably gonna be your choice, or it might be both. You might just get the hand. The head might be for free.
And they did that with the McAfee brothers. They killed them one by one, put them in the crime.
Oh yeah, yep.
Open that door, start to fold.
Second McAfee, chapter. They did all her sons and their mama. Yeah, that's a beautiful story to read right there. And that right there should give you, just reading that chapter right there, that should give you an understanding on how diabolical these devils was. And those were Edomites that were doing that to the Maccabees brothers.
That should give you an idea of like how you should be steadfast and stiff, standing up for the Lord. Like, it's not the end all be out. You might have to take a hard hit.
Shiraz first. That's a high honor, man. To die for the Lord. It's better than shit being in the street and dying for some niggas. Hey, you gonna be first one on the chariot. Hey, that's rest right there. That's actually kind of rest. You don't gotta go through the rest of the bullshit you gotta do.
Honorable death. Die for the world. That's dishonorable death. The MOTB did die.
This just going back to this Revelation chapter 2 and 10. And it said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And that's pretty much similar to what the Maccabees brothers was going through. They was in bondage, you know, while they were going through that. And then it said that ye may be tried, all right, they were tried, right? And when you read that story, and you shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life.
I say that's more for us right now.
Yeah.
Concentration camp, that's really a prison. Right. And he's all bragging about it right now. The Lord is telling us, we get snatched up in concentration camp. He said, be thou faithful, which say 10 days, you know, or whatever days it is. Don't just get it to 10. It could be, you know, whatever day. But he said, be thou faithful, you get the crown of life. So you got to look at yourself like you might be, the only reason you get snatched from concentration camp might be for you to take out that concentration camp. What I do is I look at myself like a nuclear missile. Like I'm a weapon of mass destruction. So wherever Esau take me at, like what we're doing is I'm enriching my uranium or plutonium when I'm doing this work. And I'm enriching that. So it's time for me to detonate and go off. I can do it wherever I'm at. Your task might be to destroy a concentration camp. And it might be another hopeful leg in there. He might get loose based on, you know, you hanging on and being faithful for your crown. Because there might be other hopeful legs in there with you. But your task is they might put you in the guillotine, you know, pull the little guillotine, it might stop. All of a sudden you come with Samson super strength or, you know, Thor electrical power. And like, hey, after that, hey, every Edomite is on the menu at that point. Or whoever's on the guard, and then you break out everybody else. So you gotta look at yourself as a battle axe for your house like you got with y'all. That's why I'm looking at Esau like, hey man, you better not touch me, man. I'm a nuclear man, I'm mass destruction. Wherever you put me at, I'm like a Swiss Army knife now. I'm just waiting to be activated. Have the Lord, hey, activate. I'm looking to detonate on your ass, Esau, and it's going to be something cool. You got to look at yourself like that. Because I know that'll keep you strong. Like, you look at yourself like a weapon. Because a nuke don't go off until you get activated. You can move it, you can ship it anywhere you want to. When you push that countdown, or when that ignition go off, hey, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. You know, or like a bomb, you know. You put that countdown on, or you push that little trigger, they get the dead man trigger. When it go off, it go off. So that's how I picture myself. I picture myself as Jeremiah 51 and 20. So I'm looking at Esau like, throw me in the camp if you want to. I'll go off right there. I'll put me on a ladder wherever you put me at, man. The Lord can, in the instant, kick in, and it's a wrap. You know, just like that.
And that lines up perfectly with all the stories, man. Like what that the precept in Sirach 2 and 10, you know, when it says, look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord. When you look at all the old prophets, when you go back to Daniel in the lion's den, okay, and how he was fed while he was in prison, okay, that's the kind of faith you gotta have. You gotta understand that the Lord is gonna deliver on your behalf, man, on your behalf. You know?
Faith is key. Yep. Faith is key. All right. And endurance. Endurance goes, you know, how much can you take, how much your tolerance level. The devil, like I said, the devil gonna be torturing us, man. He might line your family up. I can see that. They can line your family up like, hey man, renounce the Lord. I'm gonna take off little Junior's head, man.
This is Romans 5 and starting at 3. It says, not only that, but we rejoice in our suffering, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character. Character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame because Yahweh's love has been poured out in our hearts through the Holy Spirit.
Rejoice, man. That almost lines up perfectly with when the Lord said, "You will not suffer you for what you're not able." Right? And so when he putting you through all of that, all he's doing is strengthening your faith, strengthening your mental resolve, and hopefully you gonna sleep on to your how about your job, man. But when you going through all of that and you hold on fast to what thou has, man, your how about your time, basically, you're gonna rejoice after that, man.
You know, I got that precept. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. In the ESV, it says, "No temptation has overtaken you. No temptation has taken you that is not commanded to men. It says Yahweh is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with temptation, He will also provide a way to escape, that ye may be able to endure it."
Man, and that lines up perfectly, right? Because the Lord, so basically, you got to have faith that the Lord knows you so well that whatever you're going through, He's not going to tempt you above what you're not able. So even if you're being tortured by Esau Edom, the Lord puts you in that situation to be like, hey, you can handle it. So you might as well endure it. Okay? If Esau Edom putting a gun to your head there and take a couple, the Lord puts you there to the point where He's like, oh, you can handle that. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay? You know, and that also lines up perfectly with the Proverbs 3 and 5, right? Because He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. All right? So when you put all these precepts together and you think about it, the Lord got you no matter what, man. You know, all you gotta do is keep those scriptures in mind. Be like, hey man, no matter what, how about you guys got me, man? You know, I'm going through, you know, this bullshit right now because the Lord put me here, so He knows that I can handle it. He knows that I'm not gonna fold. Okay? So remember that precept right there. The Lord will not tempt you above what you are able.
I got one right here, man. First Chronicles 16 and 34. It says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endureth forever." Verse 35, it says, "Yes, save us, O Yahweh, of our salvation, and gather us together and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to Thy holy name and glory in Thy praise."
Give thanks to the holy name. That's pretty much going into what was that? You mentioned that precept earlier, man. We're gonna call on the holy name, and once the Yahweh Yahshua destroyed His kingdom, we're gonna praise Yahweh Yahshua. You know, we're gonna give thanks to the holy name. Okay, you know, we're gonna exalt Him in due time when He give us our blessing. He's gonna give us the whole world, man.
That's salvation.
Right.
Then we'll be free. So free from the wickedness, free from the evil, free from living by Esau Edom. Esau Edom, man, he's a dishonorable spirit, man. He's profane, he's dirty. You know, the Lord hates him.
The Lord of wickedness is best.
You know, He's synonymous with that, man. And Yahweh, what He do? He beat that. So we looking to overcome the same thing, man. And we tell us we got to overcome Esau. Esau get one last chance to come at us as a nation. He get one last swipe to unalive and try everybody, man. This time he coming with MOTB, he coming with the sword. Two things he coming with. And we got to say no to the MOTB, and we got to pray to the Lord to get sword up off of us. That's a good precept. You got to pray. And this is Romans 12 and 12. It says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer." We gotta have it, man. We gotta pray and we gotta pray because the devil, he about to bring that sword, man. The devil looking to shed blood. And I notice a lot of Jakes is really not paying attention to that. They too busy boots on the ground and popping their band. And they up there in La La Land, they send their songs to lose. And once they argue, you know, they cheat us. They put us like that. Like, they been doing that our whole time being over there, man. What they talking about?
It's track record.
They about to do it the biggest they ever did. Next couple is gonna be worse. It's gonna be the worst day like no other ever in the history of civilization. That means Esau gonna go all out with everything he got. Technology, he's gonna pull out RoboCop, Terminator, robot dogs, chemical warfare, technology warfare. We're gonna pump frequencies and signals. I got a precept on that book that made Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was seen since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. The point was, it says the time that no one's ever seen before.
grow as a nation, just like the brother say, y'all probably doing this. It's gonna be crazy. You don't know what you're gonna expect or what you're gonna see. It's actually gonna be like Chase Rose, the precept that says it's like a lion met you and you ran from a bear and you got away from that and you laid your hand on the wall and the snake bit you. There's gonna be so much tribulation going on. But hey, the Lord is gonna protect his elect.
You gotta think about how much infrastructure of Esau Edom this is the infrastructure of Esau Edom. This is the wicked. So when this infrastructure gets destroyed, you gotta think about like when I just mentioned like the animals. Like every city have a zoo, okay? And so when those zoo people are not able to feed those animals, what do you think they're gonna do? You know, they're gonna break out of their zoo and they're gonna be running wild. And so they're gonna take out people, right?
We're spoken about the animals changing their places. Judged by wild people.
And that's what, and that's pretty much going into that line when I read of Daniel the 12th chapter. He says it's gonna be a time such as never was before. All right, we're not just talking about the civil war. We gonna mention the animals, and I can mention the biological warfare, all of these things, man. We're talking about a time that have not been. I like to say quite often, they have not been historically reported. Okay. Basically, nobody's gonna know about this time. That's how bad it's gonna be.
Like I said, you created creatures. I just watched a movie about that. That new Jurassic Park.
Right.
Oh, talking about how they GMO'd and made new creatures, man. And if they showing that in the movie, this devil's doing that right now. So you might see something you ain't never seen before. This devil done created something in the lab. It done got out. And that mug is ferocious, man. And a lot of people get judged for that.
They definitely doing that, man. Where they taking whenever they put taking a kidney and putting it inside a human and stuff like that, you be surprised you see some weird ass human dude, man, with a pig head or something.
I said you gotta think you got games called Resident Evil.
Right.
But it's about that. That's
right,
what they do. And I'm like, they doing video games about it. This devil really doing it. And this labs up under the city. They make that shit in. So that's what they're doing right now. It's gonna get out.
China's already doing that. They splicing humans with animals already. They just started doing that last week, within the last 2 weeks.
To the public, that was to the public. They probably doing that for years. And they probably got stuff already made up, ready to get out.
They were showing the embryo. So, like you said, they probably been doing that for so long they didn't expect it.
Yeah, you go see something you ain't seen, like, is that a cat? Is that a man? Like, you know what I'm saying? You go see stuff you seen on Egyptian horror clip. You're coming back. Like, this nigga got a dog head, big, Anubis looking. Yeah, you see a griffin or something. It's gonna get people judged. A lot of people they gonna give it to ghosts when they see that. They like, what the hell is this I'm seeing? When they see RoboCop, they gonna give up the ghost. You know, Terminator.
They gonna faint.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh Lord.
Faint to have a heart attack, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be begging for the MOTV. If I take the MOTV, you gonna take the Terminator off of me? They want to attack you. I got this in my body. Give it here. You know, they don't want to tangle with it. In order for us to nigga Terminator or RoboCop. A lot of things give it up on this on that. He's not gonna pull out everything in the bag like this. What I got in the back. Y'all know about this. Like you said, you got a dream they were bringing robots out the sky.
Yeah, I did a lesson on that. But I remember that. I did a lesson on that, man.
They showed that in that movie Code 8.
The dream that I had, they was having those, they was jumping out of the sky and it looked like they was just falling and they just rolled up. They started shooting Jake. The guns that they had basically shoot Jake's legs off. And I was just like, God damn, I'm trying to run. That's what I just woke up after that, man.
And they showed if you want to represent that, the movie called Code 8. I like the first one better. But they show that. They got drones walking around surveillance and everything. And then they even show spiritual power in there. Got spiritual power. When they show up and you use it illegally, the drone will drop, just like your dream, the drone will drop robots from the sky. Them suckers will land. And hey, simple they sell to get the gunning them down.
Basically, what it was, they dropped off in the middle of a crowd of people. That's what I thought. I was in the middle of a crowd of people, and I saw that. And as soon as they started shaking, man, they could get flying all over the place. But I was running in the dream, and I was seeing they flying all over my head, trying to get away.
Chopped it in pieces.
Yeah. Like when I started that dream, one day leg got shot off by one of the robot dogs that they had. One of the robot Terminator.
got them. They're gonna bring them out. It sounds far-fetched to come out. Everything you say sounds far-fetched. But yeah, it's coming to pass. Look at Donald Trump on legislation. They look like, they're not gonna do that up into the bill pass. Oh no, they're not gonna do that. Genius Act pass. Stablecoin pass. Cryptocurrency is now a part of the federal system. There's no longer conspiracy theory. We told them it's coming to pass and the dollar about to crash. The money's going digital. Now we're telling you again, all that stuff you see in the sci-fi movies, that ain't made up sci-fi stuff. That's what you saw got cooked in the back. And he gonna stick it on Jake.
Really think about it, man. Like when you watch all of those movies, you're basically seeing the mindset of Esau Edom. That's really what you're seeing. You're seeing how Esau Edom, the devil, really thinks. When you actually think about those movies.
He gonna put them in place, man. And that's how he gonna get the children of Israel. He try to reverse the clock. He wants to go back to chaps on slavery. He wants us back picking up crops. Like this, the whole thing Esau doing is doing a reversal because he wants to stay in rulership. The Lord is throwing this place down, and the devil getting frustrated. It's like every time he try to build up, the Lord is knocking down like 5 of them. Like, nah, devil throwing down. Like you ain't building up nothing. This is failing. This alliance done failed. Jake coming up. Jake ain't buying that no more. Jake ain't going there no more. You're through with, man. It's gonna lead to an Esau like, oh, you know what? We just gotta get the sword and we gotta hand it to Washington, man. We gotta come down Red Rock. Gotta feel. Don't let you up the way. That's why that
shooting all your oppressors and rule over you. Esau is a child. What do child do when he go get his way? He start kicking the castle over. When the sand castle to destroy everything, even himself. That's exactly what Esau will do. Once he know that his kingdom is going down, it's fucking kamikaze time. I'm thinking, how I wouldn't.
So it's big. Like a child doing fake test like a raid. And everybody get it.
You're gonna knock yourself.
Yeah. Everybody can get it. You're gonna knock off lower level Edomite. That's why I say he trials all, great and small. Everybody about to go through this. That's how mad Esau is. He mad at his own people. You getting the MOTB. You getting the MOTB. All y'all getting the MOTB. You going into my algorithm. Don't leg like, no, the hell we not.
It is not good.
It's good. It's that. He's not good to himself, man. Everybody about to go through this. I'm looking at these dumb Edomites. They gonna lose their mind. They figure out this what they upper levels done did to them. When they lose their Medicaid, their food stamp, Section 8, they gonna flip out. Right now, they just fool with him. They like, man, Trump, at least he, handling the Mexican portion. He doing that. But I'm like, you about to be hurt in a minute. Go ahead, I got one.
Hey, he just passed that making homeless illegal. He's gonna start putting them in concentration camps. But these Edomites don't realize that most homeless people are Edomites.
They are. Yeah. We just seen that. We seen that little devil on there. So I'm walking through town. Majority of the bums are Edomites. They all methamphetamine, fentanyl, whatever they smoking. Most homeless and druggies I see are Edomites, man.
That's Edomites gonna see. They ain't safe. They look at ICE getting immigrants. When they start seeing other Edomites in the band, they gonna flip the fuck out.
Yeah. And the first one try to band together. We can all come together. It's all our countries. Yeah. They standing on business. They like, nope, we found our own black business. That's like a theme right now. So they ain't like, man, forget it. He's gonna, unalive all y'all. You don't want to help. It's like, nah, this is your country. Your dude did that. Like, we be all right. Especially if we living up, we got the Lord. I tell them that all the time with my child. They look at me like, hey, the country's going down, man. We gotta do something better. And I look at them, I tell them, like, I ain't gotta do nothing, man. I'm gonna pray to the Lord, trust the Lord, and keep my popcorn and watch your play pizza. He's like, damn, you just say that to me? Like, I be looking at their face, man. Like, it messes their whole day at work. I be looking like, don't talk to me, man. I don't want to talk to you. When you talk to me, this is stuff you're gonna hear. I praise the Lord. They can't say nothing about it either because they supposed to have a Christian mindset. They can't say I'm wrong for that or nothing like that. They just gotta take it. But I like it because I be looking at them and they can't do their work no more. They're like, man, I can't talk to Tay no more, man. He say a little off the wall stuff. He strikes my soul. And I do it so precise. I'm like, take me to HR. What did I say wrong? Ain't the Bible supposed to be American religion? I just said I'm trusting the Lord. Watch my popcorn and watch it go down. Ain't that what the Bible say?
This Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, until the day that I rise up to the praise. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to power upon them my indignation, and even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
I like that, man. All of them gonna be devoured with the fire of his jealousy, man. He said he gonna gather up the nations, man. Right now he's gathering up the Lord about to do a sword fire. Whole flag is going to the kingdom of heaven. And the heathen, you know, Esau, they about to go down, man. Third about to get that worse, man. Third about to get brutal to death, man. They're gonna do it about pain. And we're not gonna feel bad. We've been out here doing the work, getting the blood off our hands, and telling Jake, like, hey, Jake, hey, the Lord about to bring that smoke, man. He's about to bring it. I advise you coming to the house. Jake, like, what Jake said? I'm outside, nigga. On the set, nigga, I'm outside. I'm like, all right, little young YN, all right. Yup. They say, oh, they done fried, nigga. I'm outside, nigga. Nigga, ain't no nigga. I'll say myself, nigga. I'm a Glocky, nigga. Glock for you, nigga. And like, all right.
That's basically what it's saying. Like with spirits, you saying like back in the day when we had to run home before when that street light came on, we had to hurry up and get to the house. Like basically we saying we better get in the house before it gets dark. And that's really what it boils down to. He thought he was about to make it real dark. You know, I ain't saying dark like in literal, you know, from light to darkness. I'm talking about dark as in his sinister, you know, schemes and his plans.
That can be literal too, though.
Yeah.
They just talking about blackouts for a long time. They just press the light, they cut all the power off. That'll cause chaos. That'll be taking trouble. Everybody go, oh, I ain't got no light, I ain't got no food. You know, most Babylonians gonna keep food in their refrigerator for like 2 or 3 days. They ain't like most of them don't prep. So the lights go off, and then a lot of them gonna go crazy. I can't get on social media. You know, they're gonna go crazy.
A lot of people know they do go crazy without having their damn
Yeah,
phone.
so that's gonna be a bunch of unalive at that point. And then he might cut the lights on after 3 months. Everything, you know what I'm saying? He got less numbers now. Now it's easy for my military to go in and control the public because they don't need to work for me. That was really off the water stop. And, you know what I'm saying? You left whatever you got in your house. And most people ain't prepped up. They'll probably cut the lights off for 3 months. Wash the unalive in it, that's gonna be like a bird. Cut it back on, and then we'll deal with what we got left. Now it's easy to maintain. Because like 30-something million Americans just died in the blackout event.
You cut the power off, bro. Go to Walmart, start it.
Walmart might be off. They might do a nationwide power out. There might be a traffic there. Come to Walmart. They turn the phone up and door closed. They open up the thing in the ground. All y'all mark y'all butts. You're going to competition B-52. Yeah, go help in there. That could be a delicious trap, man. We know Esau coming with it, man. And that's one of the movies been playing. We talked about blackouts for a minute. Cyber attack. They can start the blackout. We got cyber attack by China or Russia. Lights out. He gonna go crazy. He can't bust the food. He can't take a shower. All the food is running down off of little weed patch you got on. Straight state. But after that, you know, then Esau said, he gonna look around like, hey man, I've been eyeing the key for a minute. You know, like that's what other things gonna turn against him. Like, I know her location, bro. Let's go get her.
That's that great rise right there. Coming down with that great rise, knowing your location. Preach up and said how the King David said that, oh Lord, they marked my steps.
If you don't know the Lord against time, you don't know the like you praying in your house. Calling the Lord's name. They can't call 911 or nothing. He said there, hey, sit up. And he told him, come to the hero. Hey, come to the little paddy wagon, little MRAP. You're gonna take it to the facility. You're gonna have, water, shelter, and food. But then when you get in there and say, hey, you gotta do this though. To be a part of this, you gotta take this. And he's gonna take, he's all about getting benefits. He's all about getting Section 8, getting the curve, to be a smooth transition. walk up right to the MOTV.
That's why
Text.
a lot of women gonna be destroyed. You know, the scripture says like under these old maid and little children. And that's the main reason why. So they call it for the serpent trap.
That's what it's all that. It's just like a deliberate trap. And they're gonna bring the ruckus, man. It's gonna be all out war about Mountain Break, man. Coming soon. It's all out war breaking out overseas. Looking at what was that, Cambodia and Thailand started fighting. I'm like, what the hell? The war is breaking out everywhere, man. You know, this place about to go. That place
like them. I never heard what they was like.
I looked into it a little bit, and that's why I don't even care, man. They probably fighting over resources. They both get turf laid on them, so they probably getting low. Ain't no telling. I ain't looking about like, yeah, it's war breaking out. You know?
I heard they saw somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the middle. He done did something to make them fight each other. I ain't look too deep. We already know what it is. And I'm just looking at war breaking out over here. This place is imploding. And they just put, what, $100-something billion in the ice. Oh, man, it's about to get straight hectic, man. They're going to step it up. And I'm just waiting for the Northern tribe to start banging back to Esau. And that might not happen until they start going for Judah. The Judah is on the menu. You know, the so-called black. That's who they want to work the most bad. They can work.
So that 14th Amendment be pulling back out of the law.
They coming, yeah. And I think when you start fighting back, all the other Israelite camps will start fighting back. The tribe will start fighting back. And that's what's going to be civil war.
And you know, I heard this when they fought back. All the northern kingdom was like, we should have been doing that shit from the beginning. But when the Judah and Americans started fighting back, that's when the rest of the tribes, you know, was fighting first. So when we was put up with this fight,
It's going to be up at that point. It ain't going to be no go to work. You know, that's when the whole everything gonna be over with. That's why they say when they say the best will last, like we'll get you to the last person. And they got that wake up call, like you said, when they went for the Levites. They didn't know how Levites was, so-called Haitians. Hey, they got whooped. And then I know it was real, but they took it off TikTok. I was gonna show y'all, and I was gonna do a lesson on it, but they took off the good clips of it. They took it off TikTok. I'm like, damn, man, they took it off quick. Ice got whooped. I'm like, that's Levi, man. Levi's don't play that, man. That's why they never could get control of Haiti. Like Levi, they unalive they captain. When they came off the boat, man. Levi don't play that. They been like that, man. You look at Maccabees, you look at Moses. Levites, hey, they the priest tribe. They don't play that, man. So he didn't know what he was doing. That's why they had to go get their money, beat it up, like, oh shit, okay. They're not being serving like Issachar and Ephraim. The only reason Issachar and Ephraim doing it because they love their slave master. You know, they all they Catholic stuff. Yeah, they got that Stockholm syndrome bad in the northern Issachar and Ephraim. So they just going quietly. They like, I just want to be like y'all, you know. He's like, yeah, okay. They going quietly. But Southern tribe always gave Esau the word. I know they tried to take over. Remember, it was Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. Hey, it was horrible to get the Southern tribe to get the king. They ran the Northern tribe out with the Syrians. The Southern tribe stayed back and gave them hell, man. It took them to a whole other civilization to beat the Southern tribe. They had to with Rome. They started with the Greeks. And they had the Egyptians going. They wasn't enough. And then Rome had to finish it off. And they didn't even finish it with power. They convinced the high priest. They had to go the same way they did with Samson. Like, man, go get the high priest to give out their leaders and fighters, and then we can get it.
It was always a sellout with them.
Yeah, always a deceitful tactic. Never with like straight force. Like, I just got it with straight force. I'm strong now. I had to come to deep. Get the high priest, hit him on the Shabbat, on the Sabbath. They had to do deceit in the sword. They had to use a cunning tactic to get Yasharala. The Southern tribe, hey, don't play that, man. Hey, Judah, Levi, Benjamin, and I'm seeing it with the Levites. So that shows Esau, he had to beef up that sword, man. He gonna come strong. And when he does, it's over with, man. We're not going to work after that. When you jump on Judah, we're not going to work. We're fighting. We're gonna put on that black marks on your arms. And it's wartime, E. I've been waiting on this, homie.
And it's gonna come a time, but you gotta think like the Lord gonna give power to the open neck. He gonna knock out some of the 2/3, but specifically for them telling out. You know, that's how, you know, it ain't gonna be a repeated history where Esau Edom gonna have those, you know, those rats in our society and they brought down, you know, what we were trying to build, they're gonna get knocked off. You know, it ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that. You know how Esau did it back in the day when they took down, you know, Malcolm X and MLK. They're gonna try those tactics eventually, but hey, we ain't gonna play that shit no more, man.
Because we do with the Lord. They came with some other stuff. It don't work. This time we coming in, what's that? Second Chronicles 7:14. You know, I might pull that. We seeking the Lord's face. So we coming. We finally doing what the Lord been trying to tell us for thousands of years. The Jake so stiff neck and hard headed. Always want to find another way. They always want to do something without the Lord, and it never works. And the Lord told us in the book, if you do this, you'll win. And us, man, we the generation, man, salvation. The generation that got wisdom. We like, okay, now we're gonna do what the Lord said to. And we look up, we winning now. Bible the Great is felling like a mug, man. Everything is like going downhill. 7 and 14. Well, pull it up. We doing that now. We're gonna do it even stronger. The more Esau come with it, the more we're gonna go to the Lord.
That's the first right here. Second Chronicles chapter 7 and 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land.
Ooh, there it goes. Lord gave us a recipe on how to beat Esau. It just took forever to now to do it. They want to do Black Dollar. I got my AR-15 souped up. You know, I got my Glock all souped up. You know, I can beat them by warfare. We got to get our community together, black businesses. None of that stuff work, man. The Lord said, seek my face. I got another one back book. This is Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience. He gave you the whole game right there. Keep the words. Because he had kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell on the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which I have, that no man take thy crown. Hear that? So like he's showing you, the Lord showed, like I said, man, keep the word of my patience, man. And he said, I keep my hour of temptation. He's gonna give us the power and the strength to say no to the MOTV. Let's keep it. Verse 12, it says, he that overcometh, I will make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. Ooh, I like that right there. The Lord told you, you overcome, I make you a pillar in the kingdom of heaven. And that to me, that's the greatest honor. That should be your strongest desire. To be a big time in the kingdom of heaven, a pillar. Like, you know, exactly, man. Everything built off of you. You got a whole nation in your honor. Pillar hold everything together when it comes to a house.
That's why I'm getting ready to read the definition, man. The definition of a pillar is says a tall vertical structure or of stone, wood, or metal used as a support for a building or as an ornament or a monument.
If you stay steadfast and still, he's gonna make you a pillar. And what's a pillar? Like, he's strong, steadfast, and holds everything together. That's
And there go another definition. It says a person or a thing regarded as reliably providing essential support for something.
Ooh, you hear that? Reliable, essential support or something. So we got to prove with that pillar during the MOTV and Jacob's trouble. That's what we're going to prove ourselves to be that. And to be that, you got to resist. You got to stand stiffly for the Lord. And to do that, you got to have what? Endurance. And what's going to get your endurance? Faith, man. You got to believe. You got to keep that oil pumping.
And then it also said that pillar said it's going to be as a monument too, which the monument goes into remembrance. So he's going to set you up as a pillar of remembrance, as a reminder for the people of Israel. And that's a great honor right there, man.
You're going to come out, what it is, you're going to get your own tribe, your own nation.
Right.
How like he did them. You might come out and you might have like 20,000 grandchildren. As soon as you show up, they just shout your name out, you know, and they're going to be thanking you like, hey, man, my grandfather overcame when Esau came to MOTV. Like, it's going to be documents, like I said, monuments. They're going to record, you know, we're going to become a legend during Jacob's trouble. That legend going to be made right there. They're going to document like, yeah, my great-granddad, man, he told Esau, no. You know, he did this and did that. And That's how we got it. Exactly. Yeah, we got all this. You know, look around. All this thanks to great granddad. Right. Hey, he sought the Lord. The rest of these dummies did, but my granddad did. Now look how we living. Look at my Chariots. You know, they're gonna borrow with everything we got based on our strength.
Hebrews 10 and 36 to thank you up. It says, "For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of Yahweh, you may receive what is promised."
Ooh, that's the kingdom of heaven. That's the promise to us, man. The kingdom of heaven, what you got? You got subjects, man. You got your nation, man. You're going to have a whole nation dedicated, you gifted from your house by Shah that you rule over. You're going to be rulership, man. You got Esau subjection, Ham, Ishmael, serving stuff out, probably throwing, hey, when you walk, like what's that movie, Come to America, you got to throw out the rose petals. You know what I'm saying? Edomites going to make steps. You get ready to step up, they're going to be done. You step on their back. You know what I'm saying? Go up. So that's what we looking at, man. And you, to do that, you got to do what? You got to endure. You got to make ourselves move. We're talking the talk right now, but yeah, we got to walk it, man. And it's coming soon.
I got the scripture back up what you did too. Isaiah 60:22. A little one shall become a thousand, and a small one, a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
All right, that backs it up right there, man. You're going to get multiple wives. Isaiah 4:1 going to kick in. Once you get multiple wives, man, you be birthing the next. You said a small one turns to 1,000. And then you got the time to keep with all the 1,000 grandkids, too. We're not going to be on Esau Fox. So it's going to be all kind of banquets and parties in your honor. You know, kids might, hey, granddad, go see what I did on this planet. Let's see how I decked it out. You know, you got to go over there and make your rounds. And he said, what is that, a strong one, a nation? Yeah, so, hey, you got a whole nation.
That means basically, even the least of them is going to have a nation after them. They're going to have so many descendants that they're going to be coming in. But the ones that are going to be on the first group, that means we're going to have a enormous nation. We're going to be birthing nation. Like how they're going to be small, they're going to be birthing descendants. If you're on that first group, that means you're going to be descendants. Your descendants are going to be nations.
Like 20,000, 30,000, you might go to another planet.
Yeah, you're going to have to go get one of the mansions to put all your people.
Yeah, right. You got to get to a whole other planet to hold all your grandkids.
Yeah, I'll be all our family going to have to stay on the island somewhere. Small island or something.
That's what I meditate on. When I meditate about the kingdom, I meditate how I'm gonna have my planet. I want to have where I live at, just a gigantic island the size of probably like Australia. They got all the climates that we have here, you know. And then, like you saying, the rest of the planet is like this.
That keeps going too. Think like that. I'll be doing that too, man. I want my kingdom set up. I want planets. I know that motivates you to do this too. Looking at your reward. You know, business, it's like it's gonna be better than what we think. You know, but that keeps you going. I know a lot of people don't do that. They'll get in the truth and they don't look at their reward, they make you fall out.
It sounds
definition of faith right there, man.
Yeah, it sounds strange, but in reality, me thinking about that is way more pleasurable to my soul than thinking about what I can get in the world.
Right. You get in the world, it's all gonna be over.
Yeah, that's just
gotta pay taxes. It's gonna break down, and it's really never yours. Like the devil said, you own nothing to be happy. You saw over everything here. That's why I like, man, get this shit. It's gonna get burned up anyway. Exactly. It's gonna burn up. So it's like, get this place. Nothing here is good. It's gonna go away. So we look past the place, we look to the kingdom of heaven. On what we're gonna get. That's gonna be forever. This stuff is temporary. That's why I really don't care about getting no business right now. Like if it's in the cars, it's far that way, cool, but I'm not putting no stock in it. I'm not gonna love it. Like I'm just getting a little dollar, you know, my daily bread. But I don't. Yeah, you ain't happy. Oh, I got this, man. I got this shop. I'm about to make it for great. Hand it down to grand. No, man, this place is done with, man. And the Lord bless me big money. I got a business. It's gonna be. I just something I'm looking like this for now. Exactly. It's not nothing to be, you know, hand down, nothing important. I just like it. Like you work your own business, you ain't gotta like check in with Esau. This is like a little relief, but it's not the ultimate. Ultimate, I want like oxygen. I want my own planet with all my children on it. I want to be able to go to different planets. I want to check out y'all planets, you know, just look at it set up. Like once you get a planet, you gotta make it beautiful. You gotta look at the palaces, how they want to look. I want crystal coal in here, jade over here, gold over here, this diamond. You gotta look at your business. I'll be looking at my first business. I'm gonna breed Edomite and sell them. You know, my first business. Y'all gonna need Edomites. Yeah, exactly. You need a slave force. I predicate on that. I gotta go over here to Ox Planet. I got about 10,000 Edomites for him. He just has some daughters and sons for him. They need little handmaids and slaves. You know, I gotta look at once you got Edomites going, you gotta have your different breeds. I got Ishmael over there, but Moab over there. You know, I'm about to whip somebody back who ain't watching numbers right. You know, and that's stuff I mentioned. They keep you going. You know, then you got how you gonna do your slave force? You know, I'm gonna have him. He gonna be telling on everybody. He's like the taskmaster in the Moab.
He gonna be my eyes in the field.
Yeah. He gonna be like the little house, little nigga. You know, I'm gonna have him telling on everybody. You know, him going to tell it. Esau gonna be living like dogs, man, and like little shacks and stuff.
And he gonna be in that barn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him like I
with like hay man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him like chickens or something. Like he's gonna be like a little coop or something, living nasty and stuff. I'm like, hey man, you can't bring anybody from our college and kill you. Only one coming here is the punching bag. So I got a whole around here. Yeah, I'm gonna say tie. They're just supposed to tie your Edomite up. Tie him up right there. You don't defile my palace. And then you got Edomites running around like, man, where's your hall pass at? Who owns you? Who do you belong to? You know, he gets ain't got his hall pass, man. He get strung up. You know, that's stuff that keep you going. You gotta think about that. You gotta think that's being kingdom minded. That's the reason why you should hold fast right there. Exactly. You gotta think about that, man. Like even Esau, think about how she wants to slave for it. You know, Esau making lemonade, they too broke to make lemonade. You gonna have to change your diaper. What you gonna do with your Edomite slave? That's stuff to motivate you. You know, that's coming. At least you endure it. Make you endure it. You don't get bored and want to fall out. You're like, man, I gotta keep going, man. I want this and I want that.
And so even when you're being persecuted, you pretty much even when you're being persecuted, you think about that while you're being persecuted. While the devil is coming down, you think about that, man.
All right.
Yeah, my number one hobby in the kingdom is I'm going to select out the mindset that did me wrong. I was the mindset that smited me, own me. I'm going to select all of them. Protect their whole family so they can't escape. They're gonna be birthed right back into the word shit I've been having.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the stuff I think about, man. That's what keeps the kingdom going. I mean, that's what keeps your endurance going, man. You gotta think about that. And then that's your prize. You can't let Esau get you the last minute, scare you out your prize, man. That's what he's looking to do. He's banking on that. I put this gun to your face. Go ahead. Yeah, when I put this gun to your face, you looking to spook me. You looking to take your crown away, like I read in that precept, man. Take thy crown. You can't let Esau do that. So if he gonna squeeze the trigger, tell him to squeeze.
I imagine like if it never has to go in my head, I'm thinking like Revelation 13:10, like, hey, you gonna be my slave in the kingdom. Go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm gonna come back and get you. Don't remember your trigger. So something like that, man.
And don't take the MOTV, man. Smack that. So they come with it, like nope to that. I don't want it. They like the stomach growling. Oh well.
Ain't the first time.
Yeah, ain't the first time. I was talking to Agua at that lab. That one spot we got the highway head, it got apples and peaches on the trees. I'm like, shoot, I was probably walking down the block. You know, just like that. Like these stuff out here, birds don't work. They eat. I've been seeing wild cats, man. They eat dogs.
That's how the kingdom gonna be. Like we ain't got to worry about starving no more, man. Like there ain't gonna be no homeless people out here. Like that's what the kingdom of heaven is gonna look like, man.
I'm talking about that temptation.
Oh yeah.
I know you hungry. Right. They get on TV, you get this cricket pattern. I'm like, I can farm my own cricket. Devil. I got to lift up a rock. I go over there and eat a honeysuckle off the tree. Hey, we ate that back in the day. That's right. Had all this. Hey, you get about 30 in them, you might be all right. You know what I'm saying? Be there for 5 minutes. Yeah, hey, chicken all the pig. We eat them back in the day. Y'all remember that. So, man, to tell Esau, no. Not taking that, man. No, I don't put in too much work, man. Hey, you know, say he might present a syringe, I'll smack it and take off running. Or you might finesse them, man. Because they might come to the club like, oh yeah, man, I'll take it, I'll get it. You know, hey, what was that movie? Don't Be a Menace. They look fake out like, yeah, man, I'll take the MOTV, yeah, I'll take it, man, here. As you get ready to get it, hey, snuff them and run. Just like that. And they was like, oh damn, this dude you know, hit the okie doke on it, man. That's you gotta use wisdom. And I seen the Jake guy use wisdom, he got hit with that needle. I want to say it was in Dallas. They forced him doing it was a 1-9 situation. Remember that? I was like, yeah, he's trying to fight. And they hit him with it. I was like, he did not use wisdom. I said, if I was in that situation, I told Esau, yeah, I'll take it. Like that's what he should do. Y'all take it. That way they want to front no people to get all aggressive. I'll take it. What about doing that? I'll be right back. Right. Yeah, I'll take it. What arm you need? He didn't take off running.
You got most bad. That's the feel right there. Most bad is right by the exit, you know, by the exit. Most guilty.
You got to use wisdom, man. That they didn't use wisdom. You got to talking all that hard macho stuff. They went found the biggest team by the hospital. They're like, they brought big old things. They try to talk them down. They're like, all that big talk down, you gotta let them set up. Man. He set himself up. Yeah. When they did, remember he was talking that noise, they just coming in the room. And the Edomite was ready to put hands on him, man. They're like, he ain't paying attention. He over there in this phone like a he, making sense. They over there backing up in force. You know what I'm saying? And held that dude down. I started hearing that, whoo, whoo. I'm like, they beating his ass. And then you heard him cry. That's, you know, they kneel here. He like, see, you know what? He didn't see it coming. We see the MLTV coming, so that gives us room for finesse, man. Said, oh, yeah, man, I want that head one. I don't want the hand one. I want one to go on your head. That you know? And then fake them out. You know, you got to, man, use wisdom to make this stuff go down. Like, I've been waiting on the MLTV. That's so great. You mean I got to use my phone? All right, hey, 1 second, man. I'm about to back up with the bathroom, make sure my hands clean before I get pierced with. Take off.
Might be a little window in the bed.
Yeah. You might tell her, hey man, let me wash my hands real quick. You know, it depends if they doing it like that. We don't know how forceful they're gonna do it. They might do it forceful, or they might roll it out, you know, give you the opportunity to get it. But if you roll out the opportunity for you to get it, and you can trip it. Straight up. Like, man, make sure I don't want it to get infected. Just wash my hands. And after that, they looked up, you know, went out the window. Be gone! You know what I'm saying? He all free, and then they might not even care. Like, man, forget that. We already got about 3,000 of them over here, man. Hey, man, he gone. We'll find them later. Put the drones on. You know, go off in the woods with mud on you. No heat signature. You know, they can't find you. Go off in the cave over. You know, put up. Yeah. Can't even see. So, hey man, so we gotta use wisdom, we gotta have faith, we gotta endure, man. This thing is coming. You know, ain't no questions about it. They got it already in the legislation. They're already doing trials on it, human trials. You know, Elon, he got all kinds of human trials on it. So it's here. So we gotta do is keep the faith, keep praying, keep enduring, and Lord willing, we're part of the whole elect, man. We make the kingdom happen, their salvation. You're on that chariot. With that being said, what's been edifying, we give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kardash.
Hey, Kwame Yashrala, baby. Hey, stay locked in. Hey, Yahweh Shai's put me on the way.
Hey, Kadar, did you